Hi there, traders. So I want to talk about a bad habit. What is when you are a beginner? At least I have it, and it's like that. So basically, if you woke up in the morning and you open the trading view, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go straight in, long or short, doesn't matter. And that's a bad habit to have it, to attachment. And I'm gonna talk about what I was developing to, to protect my mind. And the development thing is the neutral mindset. Oh, I got a drink. And what is the neutral mindset? So basically, every single time when you open the screen, you have only two options. You have 50% to go higher, and you have 50% to go lower. And now the thing is, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go look in the left and see what price was doing, and then you have the disrespect and the respect of the principles. Like when the price is disrespecting the long principles, your sell side is going a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's not only it's not anymore now your head thinking. Now you see the straight facts, you see like how this price is actually disrespecting, and you see how price is disrespecting previously. And then you are gathering more energy to support your thoughts, and your thoughts is 50% higher, 50% lower, and those are your thoughts. And the other thing is, in the beginner level is what you have is the emotional attachment, because you want to be millionaire tomorrow, that's every single trader dreams basically. And the other side is actually the emotional intelligent. Like you are literally emotional intelligent, and that's mean you see what is black and white, but you are not push and pull between those two, long and short. But why people are emotional attachment is because of the money, and and people want to be millionaire tomorrow. That's the expression of that. But none of those things happen if you are developing your neutral mindset. So you can be neutral between the attachment and the intelligence. So you're not, it's a very personal skill. That's your life skill actually. That's true life story too. If you are in front of your friends and they all talking something, you're not gonna defend, or you're not gonna offend something because you're not gonna pick the side. And same thing is a trading. You're not gonna pick the sides. You're gathering more energy, more information, and that the same information is supporting your thoughts, and your thought is 50% long, 50% short. The mindset is actually super easy. Like example, the yesterday trade what we have here. The only place where we wanna when we have to go higher is above that zone. What was happening here? We disrespect the principle of going higher. Instead, we was going lower. So now we have another opportunity to go higher. What was happening? We disrespect that principle, and what was happening? We break even more lower. And now through that two breaking structures, we have the new, level. So now, again, when the prices wanna go higher, what is here? We have to break above it, retest it, and go back to the same zone. What was happening here? We didn't go. We get rejected downside heavily, and price was going back in the same zone. and now price was back again here, the fourth time, and we get rejected, and I was monetizing the rejection all the way down when I was comfortable to take that short, and the principle was to going back in that zone. Same thing. When I open the screen, I have 50% and I wasn't pick any side. And then I see this one, every single opportunity what we have to break higher, we disrespect and fail. It's not only the failing, it's even giving up, because when the prices give up, you see, we break the major lows. Those 3 lows what we have here, we break it because the price was giving up, and now the price found some energy to go all the way back here. We get heavily rejected, and what was happening? We break the major low again, and now those those pullbacks are much more lower. This pullback is much less than this pullback here. The volume is going down already, and the shape is shifting, and of course you have so many else details. What is in the end I was basically 100% sell when I was in there, because the last time when we have opportunity to break higher, it was here. We have first time, second time, third time, fourth time, and now we failed the 5th pattern already to going higher, and price was just impulse candlestick close under those lows, retest, and going straight down. It's a very important thing. And the other thing is why I was waiting that area, because the thing is, the only opportunity to shift the market is that it's that place. We have to realize it's that place. So because I wanna catch the major movements, so let's say the price was back in the same place, I didn't start selling straight away, because we never know. Like price can go with this impulse candlestick and then dunks back above here, retest and going higher. It is possible, but right now we start breaking the principles of the level of holder, and then we break the principle of the rejection, and then we break the principle of the candlestick, and then we break the principle of the full extension movement, and now we make the the level of holder of the pattern, and we fail it. And that's why I was waiting the retest, stop loss, the wick high, and I was using that principle of here to going back on that zone. And that is a good, that was 12.8 risk reward ratio. So it is very important to development in that skill set or mindset of the neutral thinking, because if we are too much emotional, if there is too much emotion involved and you want to take some trades, like you better have a second think, because things can happen very fast, and if you're in the opposite sides, if you get stopped out heavily, like you have to gather information to support your thoughts. It's important, it's necessary. Otherwise you'll start acting stupidity, and the stupidity is because the emotion is actually leading you. But come on. But yeah, that's the little beginner psychology here. So if you have the same thing what I had back in days, then developing a neutral mindset through your life. Don't pick a side, and just look around, have a sniff, have a listen that, and now thinking what is underneath it, the principles, and through that you have pattern, and through that you can lean somewhere. It's not like Oh, I know something. It's almost you're testing the foundation of underneath it. And if you think the foundation is solid, you can take a new step, you know. And the new step is can be one of those traits, you know. This one, let's say, you know, all this time I was, you know, building up the foundation, and now in that case I was feeling the foundation is strong and I'm gonna take a step, and I was taking the step. That's a nice meaning behind it. But I'm gonna finish right now, and if you have some questions about it, leave in the comment. I'm gonna answer, and yeah, I'm gonna see every single one tomorrow. Ciao.